I told my mom she can't move in with us when our youngest goes to college. My mom, Linda, is 67 and has been living in an apartment less than a mile from us for the past 5 years. Ever since my stepdad died, she's been on her own but doing great. She has this part-time job at a boutique and gets out of the house every day. My husband and I have been married for 25 years and we have 2 daughters. Our oldest is already in college and our youngest graduates high school this year. We've been looking forward to our empty nest for years, like finally being able to travel spontaneously and just focus on being a couple again after 2 decades of parenting. My mom has about 200 grand from my stepdad's life insurance sitting in a savings account. My husband works in finance and has tried multiple times to help her invest it so it actually grows. She refuses every single time. Says she likes knowing exactly where her money is. But here's the problem. My mom shops constantly. QVC is on her TV 24/7. She buys clothes she never wears, kitchen gadgets she doesn't need, jewelry that sits in boxes. Every time I visit her apartment, there's new stuff everywhere still in the packaging. 2 months ago, she got in a bad car accident, broke her hip, and needed surgery. The hospital said she either had to go to a rehab facility or stay with someone who could help with her physical therapy 3 times a week. Obviously, we brought her home with us. We set her up in our guest room and took care of everything. Drove her to physical therapy, helped her shower, cooked all her meals. Meanwhile, we kept paying rent on her apartment so she'd have somewhere to go back to once she healed. She's been with us for 8 weeks now and she's doing amazing. The doctor said she can go back to living alone in about 2 weeks. That's when things got weird. Last Tuesday at dinner, she goes, "You know, I've been thinking, why should I go back to that lonely apartment when I could just stay here with you guys?" I kind of laughed it off and said, "Mom, you love your independence." She looked at me all serious and said, "Well, once Chloe goes to college next year, you'll have this whole empty house. I should just move in then." My husband and I just looked at each other. This was not the plan. The next few days, she kept bringing it up, talking about which room she'd take, how she'd redecorate, what furniture she'd bring over. She was making actual plans without even asking us. Finally, my husband and I sat down and had to have a talk. We explained that we love her and she's always welcome to visit, but we're not ready to have a permanent roommate, that we've been looking forward to this next chapter of our lives. She got really quiet and then said, "So you're just going to abandon me?" I told her she's not being abandoned. She has her own place, her own life, her own money. She doesn't need to live with us. That's when she dropped the bomb. She said, "Well, what happens when I run out of money? I'm 67 years old. I can't work forever." I asked her why she would run out of money when she has 200 grand in the bank. She actually shrugged and said, "You can't take it with you. I might as well enjoy it while I can." I felt my blood pressure rising, so I told her straight up that if she's choosing to blow through her savings on shopping channels, that's her choice. But she can't expect us to support her when she runs out. She started crying and said we were being cruel. That family takes care of family. My husband jumped in and said, "We're happy to take care of her if she actually needs help. But wasting money on purpose and then expecting us to pick up the pieces isn't fair." We told her she has 2 options. Either let us help her create a budget and stick to it, or if she ever does move in with us, she hands over her finances completely and gets a monthly allowance like a teenager. She packed her stuff that night and went back to her apartment 3 days later. Hasn't spoken to us since except to text our daughter saying we threw her out on the street.